Hello, my loves. Welcome. Today I'm going to do a reading for Taurus and the person they're thinking about. This is for Sun, Moon, or Rising in Taurus. I hope everyone's doing well and having a great day. Angel Spirit Guides, please show us what is the overall energy between Taurus and the person they're thinking about. Just the overall energy, please. 3 of Coins. The World. Page of Coins. And the Page of Wands. You know, I'm getting that there's some erratic behavior. You know, someone could be feeling angry or, just annoyed with certain people or circumstances at this time. You know, I'm hearing try not to spiral at work or, in front of people when you're collaborating with other people, right? Reel it back in. Make sure, you can get in a good workout or take a hot bath. Staying aligned with your priorities and what makes you feel good. There could be some immaturity happening in this connection, needing to start a new cycle or wanting to start a new cycle here. What is your energy? Judgment. And the 2 of Wands. Yeah, I'm just getting that you're wanting to make the time to do what satisfies you, right? You had to make a judgment call here. You might have to do a hard thing so that you can be more motivated to do more. Right? When you do a hard thing, it makes you have more energy to continue down that path and to do what you've been putting on the back burner, reaching your goals, pushing forward. What is their energy? 8 of Wands and the Page of Cups. Yeah, they could be wanting some communication at this time, but I'm getting there's still, an immature energy here. Erratic behavior. Could be being emotionally unstable. How do you see them? 4 of Cups. And the Ace of Cups. Yeah, this person could be thinking this was a missed opportunity, but this was a love of a lifetime. This person could be just, wallowing in their sorrows and just thinking, well, they didn't do what they were supposed to do when they were supposed to do it. So this is, passed them by. Or this love of a lifetime has passed them by. How do they see you? 3 of Swords. And the 5 of Wands. Yeah, there could have been some conflict, competition, combativeness that led to some heartbreak. This could have been because of third parties, but I'm just getting, someone's heart was broken here. How do you feel about them? 7 of Coins. And the 2 of Swords. Yeah, you feel that you put a lot of time and energy, a lot of effort into this connection, you know, for them to just have you stuck in your head, you know, and going back and forth in your head, over analyzing the situation. How do they feel about you? Ace of Wands and the Magician. Yeah, there's a lot of passion here, a lot of chemistry. This person is trying to manifest passion, a passionate new beginning with you. What are your actions in the 3D? Six of Wands. And the Knight of Wands. Yeah, you're moving fast towards your victory and success. You know, you're taking charge of your life and your days and your schedule before they take charge of you, right? You're taking the reins. You know, you're being the leader of your life, working on having more discipline, not procrastinating, you know, what needs to be done. You know, procrastination is just prolonging, you know, what you're needing to do. And it keeps you overthinking. It keeps you in your head. Because you're always thinking about that to-do list that needs to be done instead of just doing it. What are their actions in the 3D? Justice, Libra. And the Six of Cups. Yeah, they're missing you. Nostalgia. Yeah, they need more balance in their life. They're trying to balance out the scales of karma. You know, I'm getting that this person could be a people pleaser. And knowing that living for everyone else, you know, you'll never be happy or fulfilled. You know, when you try to please everyone, you'll never please anyone. This person could get frustrated or angry because they can't figure you out. You always keep them on their toes. They can't pull the wool over your eyes. What is the outcome here? Three of Wands and the High Priestess. Yeah, you're definitely using your intuition, thinking more about spirituality, you know, and how to move forward in this new life, in this new energy. You know, this person can't manipulate you any longer. This person doesn't know how to do life without manipulating or being sneaky or erratic or immaturity. You know, they need to learn a better coping mechanism. I'm hearing that this person could have learned from the worst. Or, you know, this person needs to find better friends or coworkers, the people that they collaborate with and surround themselves with. You know, they need to be around wise, positive people, strong leaders, not negative, toxic people. Toxicity is just a cancer, and it spreads like wildfire if you don't nip it in the bud. What is the advice, please? Eight of Coins and the Queen of Swords. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Yeah, just keep working hard, doing what you're doing, right? Working, saving money, building your finances. You know, you might need to cut some people off. You know, you might need to be detached or cold from certain people. This could be people at work or in general. But I'm getting that you need to keep strong boundaries at this time. I'm going to get a hidden truth message from this connection, please. I can't stop thinking about you. I look for you everywhere. These are the messages. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.